Good afternoon or evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 111 of PrimeTime Gorehounds. I'm PrimeTime James Thomas with the Gorehound himself, Paul Burt. Tonight we are watching the 1998 slasher sequel to the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. I am from Davenport, Iowa. Paul from UK. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. There we go. Well, apologies for being late, everybody. But I gotta be honest with y'all. I took a nap. I needed that nap. And I woke up right at 3. So I had to take it. It took me a second, but we are here. Watching I Know What You Did Last Summer. Before we get started, you should hit that like and subscribe button. And don't be afraid to share the video as well. And donate to the Cash App, PrimePod313. Again, that is PrimePod313. And Paul, I gotta ask you, how are you doing on this lovely, lovely Thursday afternoon?
Well, things have been kind of up and down this past week, but I've been enjoying the nice weather that we've been getting. I mean, the last couple of days has been nice, although 2 days ago we had some heavy rain, which we desperately needed because the heat wave here was ridiculous. It was hot as balls where I was, so we had the rain to cool that down. So, but apart from that, things are okay at the minute. I got a bunch of photos I had finished up, and there's going to be another bunch. I think I'm doing probably next week. And also yesterday, it was my little brother's birthday yesterday. He's now 20 officially.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
So I remember I was 21 when he was born, and I'm 41, and he's now officially 20. So happy birthday, Joe.
You mentioned Heavy Rain. That was a great video game back in the day. Heavy Rain. If you haven't, I should play it.
Oh, I've played it, man. That game was really good. I actually enjoyed that whole story concept and the whole decision based and your actions based on your consequences and all that. I liked it. I even tried a little bit of that other game he did afterwards, that Detroit Become Human.
That was another good one. That was another good one. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think it's time for David Cage to create another video game. In my personal, because Detroit Become, that was what, 10 years ago?
But
12 years ago?
Yeah, Heavy Rain was about 13, 14 years ago, and Detroit Become Human, I think, was 7 or 8 years now.
Yeah. So, good times. Yeah, as for me, so it's been a solid week, stayed wrestling free, this weekend. Had to rest the body up a little bit. So just been enjoying life. Summer, like I said, summer is about to start here pretty soon, and just enjoying this nice warm weather, and just been in a nice positive mood, which has been great, which has been really, really great. And of course, I'm going to stay in a positive mood because, of course, watching a young prime Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy will do that for you. But yes, tonight for episode 111, we are watching I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. If I remember correctly, Paul, did we do the first film?
Yes, we did. Ironically enough, a year ago.
Okay, it was a year ago. Okay, so we did do it. All right. If I remember correctly, at the time, I remember liking the first film. Okay, not quite a classic. I wouldn't go that far calling it a classic, but
no.
But it was a solid late 90s slasher that helped reinvigorate the late 90s slasher genre that was happening at the time. And then I Know What You Did Last Summer became a big enough hit where the filmmaker decided, you know what, let's rush and let's just shit out another one just because. And we got this sequel, which I was not the biggest fan of, but I haven't watched it in I haven't watched this honestly, Paul, I haven't watched this the early 2000s. This is not really a movie. This is not really a movie I really go back and watch. I would just rather prefer watch the first film. But yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt coming back as Julie James. Then you got Brandy, who at the time, 1998, was one of the biggest R&B / pop stars in the world at the time.
Yep.
So it made sense for them to put, and plus that was like kind of like the trend where you kind of put musical acts in horror films. LL Cool J, Halloween H2O, Brandy, and this and all that stuff. So that was kind of like the trend. Got to bring in that urban audience, but bring in that urban audience.
Yeah, you got to definitely bring them in for that kind of thing. That's how it was back in the day. I mean, like, and when you
that's
say
how
about
it
this
was,
movie,
yeah.
yeah, when you said about movies coming out a year back to back from each other, I mean, Scream did the same thing as well with Scream 2. I mean, that came out exactly a year after the first one. So they thought with this one they could probably do the same thing, but
It wasn't a good idea.
No. But for me, like, I remember when I first saw this movie, I actually managed to convince my mum to come and check it out for me in the cinema. Because when this came out, I was only about 14 or 15 at the time, and the movie was 18 rated. But we managed to bullshit our way in to the ticket person. They let me in to see an 18 rated movie at the time. And so I did get to see this in the cinema. And at the time, because I was a kid, okay? But at the time, I actually I did enjoy it. I thought it was okay. I mean, nowhere near as good as the first movie, I will admit, and looking at it now, but every once in a while, like if I'm in the mood to watch it, I figured I'd come back and watch it. And seeing that we now have a brand new sequel coming out this July, which is, I hear, a direct sequel to this one, 28 years later. How ironic, the irony of that.
Don't even acknowledge this one, huh? That's funny.
No. This one is a direct sequel to this one, so it does acknowledge that one.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's just that they won't acknowledge the third movie that came out after this one. If you know the one I'm talking about, which
there was a third movie. Yeah,
yeah,
that piece of trash. Yeah,
the one that's called "I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer," because I happen to have the trilogy Blu-ray box set because that was the only way I could get this movie on Blu-ray
you bought a
at the
box
time.
set for this?
Yes, yeah, I got the collector's edition box set, man. I got the trilogy here.
Do you even watch that third film?
If I'm in the mood to, I will. I have to be in a certain mood to, because if I'm the kind of person that's going to watch a movie,
you had to think about it.
Yeah.
I noticed. You had to think about it. I caught that.
Yeah. So I have to be in the mood for it. You see, and again with this one, I haven't watched this one in, I think since I got this Blu-ray box set, which was about 3 years ago. So that was the last time I watched this one specifically. But again, like I said, because we got a new one dropping in July, I figured it was a good enough time to put this one on. So, here we are. And also this one had a different film director. I think it was Danny Cannon who did that Judge Dredd movie, which I wasn't a fan of that one, but I did like the other Dredd movie that came out many years later. But that first one he did, it was with Stallone, I was just like, eh. Because the moment he took his helmet off, that was the end of the movie. Because Dredd never did that.
Yeah, the movie was a piece of shit. But yeah,
I mean, visually, it had the comic book look down to the T. But that movie was fucking unbelievably camp. I was like, this ain't fucking Judge Dredd, man. Get out of here. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah. But like I said, you had Jennifer Love Hewitt, Brandy Norwood, and then The Boy Is Mine co-star, Mekhi Phifer, who was a young up-and-comer actor at this point in time, just coming off the movie Clockers. And like I said, and The Boy Is Mine was one of the biggest R&B records in the world at the time with her and Monica, which, by the way, for some of my American fans, apparently Brandy and Monica are going on tour for the Boy Is Mine tour to celebrate the 26th anniversary. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. And also, I got to point out, Mekhi was also in the 2004 remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this ought to be an interesting one. Like I said, kind of like how last week I'm kind of going to be watching this. Kind of like it's the first time watching it because, like I said, this is the one I just don't go back and watch. So it'll be fun. I'll be fun. So of course I'm watching this. I'm watching this on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. So that's always
on Blu-ray.
That's always nice if it's right on YouTube. Don't have to pay shit. So yeah, here we go. All right, so the rules go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, we press play.
And if you don't press play, you're gonna get a nasty chest pain with some garden shears.
He fucking deserved it, by the way. All right, here we go. In 3, 2. Oh, by the way, I'm about like 4 seconds in. Where the
I'm 2 seconds in.
Okay, that's fine. Where the Paramount logo is just about to form. So yeah, there we go.
Paramount? I thought it was Columbia.
Whatever. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right, we're in. Yeah, she just turned her torch on. I remember that one that was on that Zombieland sequel. The zombies try to attack and she just beats the shit out of them.
That was a very creative way to start the movie.
That one was fun.
But yeah. This one.
Oh, I ain't seen this studio in a while.
Yeah, you don't see Mandalay Bay film. You don't see this anymore.
They still make movies. I was checking out their Wikipedia. They have made about 3 movies in the last 2 or 3 years, so they're still around.
But yes, Kevin Williamson doesn't come back to write this one.
No, because apparently he was involved in production for Dawson's Creek. He was also doing The Faculty, and he was involved in Halloween H2O, and he was also gearing up to direct a movie called Teaching Mrs. Tingle. So,
yeah, he was a very in the late 90s. He was a busy man.
Oh yeah, I mean, after doing Scream, he was in high demand after that.
Yes, indeed.
And when you're involved in a movie where you catch lightning in a bottle like that, that's gonna happen. Oh yeah, this interesting information here. This church scene is actually the original teaser trailer that they put out for this in the cinema, and instead of that one with the therapist, which that scene is apparently now lost. You can't even find it on YouTube. So they ended up having this as the opening part of the movie.
There she is, a young prime love you, which she still looks great to this very day.
Yeah, not bad for someone who's 48.
I mean, 48. I mean, that's not old.
No,
people and that's not old. Like people say that no, that's still very young. Like
yeah, and also this was the last horror movie she appeared in for 28 years, and now here we are, 28 years later. She's in a new one.
Understandably so. You're just gonna keep plugging that movie, aren't you?
Dude, do you know how fucking long I've waited for that sequel to happen? That's one of my favorite fucking zombie movies of all time, dude. Of course I'm gonna be happy to see this.
No, not happy. Plugging. You're plugging the movie.
I can't help it, man. Everybody talking about that fucking movie. You know what I mean?
Now, one of the biggest things I remember not liking about this film was this literally was beat for beat the same movie as the first. It just took place on an island.
Yeah,
that was like one of my biggest problems. Like it's literally the same movie.
Yeah, basically it was just basically them cutting and pasting this movie again is what it was, but they added a little something onto it as well. But it was still
it's on an island. It's a bigger body count, which really the kills don't make sense. But Jake, it's a slasher. I understand that, but in the first film, he only killed people that was in connection to the accident. You know, the only reason why he killed the dude from it's a nightmare, ain't it? Yeah.
It's a nice scene over that, I will admit. I never knew political science was that interesting, but okay.
So when I was younger, I thought this guy here, I thought that guy was Tom Cruise.
He does have the same kind of look, I will admit. Yeah,
he looks like a young Tom Cruise.
He does. Yeah, and he's been on a fucking roll lately with those Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, Tom Cruise is one of the greatest movie stars of all time.
And the fact that he does his own stunts, like some of the shit he has done.
Yeah, he's a lunatic. He's a lunatic.
Yeah, like remember that one on? I think it was on the 5th Mission Impossible movie. He's hanging out on the edge of a fucking plane while it's taking. I'm like, dude, I hope that's a CG screen. It's like, nah, he really is hanging on the. I was like, oh, you no wonder the insurance companies won't insure him on these movies. No wonder.
Yeah, yeah, he takes his craft really seriously, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, he is one of the. I would say
And Jackie Chan.
him, Harrison Ford, and Denzel are like the last of the true movie stars. Which
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't feel the same about today's actors at all. They don't come across as movie stars to me.
No, some of these actors that I see, I mean, okay, they got the acting chops, yeah, but they don't have that same like presence or aura that the ones we grew up watching had.
That can carry a film. Their
Yeah,
presence can
that too.
carry a film.
Exactly. That's one of the other things too.
And plus, they hate the fans, so that's one thing. Ah, there he is, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yep. Who will also be making his return in the new movie as well.
Yes, I remember watching the first film. I remember his acting is better in this one compared to the first film, which was he's like, "Hey guys, you're all wrong," you know.
Yeah, I remember that conversation we had when we were doing the first one, man. That was funny.
Oh my god, I think he's dead. We're all gonna fry if we no matter who takes the fall. You know, his acting was so. I remember this one; it was better. Like it was a lot better. He didn't come across as just some pretty boy who just got a role because he was handsome.
Yeah, I'm just seeing who's in the chat box right now. What's up, Lou? What's up, Philip? What's up, Rob? T85 here said he thought that this was a decent sequel, also had some comedy aspects to it. Yeah, you could say it had that too as well, T85. Definitely have a case on that one with this. So T85, I got a question, man. What's your I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the new movie, but what's your expectations of this new one? Because it is a legacy sequel. Me and James has already seen the trailer for this new movie, but I don't think we've actually dropped our expectations, what we're expecting from it yet. What are we hoping to see? What are we hoping not to see? You know, shit like that. We haven't got to that part yet.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. This man. I don't understand why he was so angry that she didn't want to come back to what? Where were they from?
Hang on, I get the fucking name of it.
Yeah. They we'll do some we'll do some country shit. I'm like, excuse me, it's been a year. I'm not exactly ready. And he's all mad.
Southport.
I'm like, motherfucker, you went through the same thing with her. You okay?
Yeah, that was the Southport massacre of '97. Yeah, she's still traumatized about what happened. She doesn't want to go back to that town because of all the memories that she has. That's why do you think she's got like triple locks on her door and carries pepper spray with her and everything like that, and has become a hermit? That day has fucked her life up, basically.
There's Sarah Michelle Gellar, who at this point was riding high off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
which I hear they're bringing back, and she is on board for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
just have to wait and see. Just have to wait and see. There, of course, close thing we get to seeing Triple Up here. It's breasts.
Yep. I don't think she wanted to have those on full display, you know, because it's that kind of image thing back then.
But yeah, but and also like I still know what you did last summer. At this point, wouldn't it be 2 summers ago?
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it's funny because I was actually looking at the trivia for this on IMDb, and it said here that one reviewer said maybe the title should have been "Know What You Did Last Summer Before Last."
I mean, not wrong. I mean, the title, even the title really doesn't make sense. Like, wasn't that typically 2 summers ago? But okay.
Yeah, but I guess they just wanted to simplify and just say, "I still know." I guess I don't know.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
No, it doesn't. No, I didn't know about this, but did you know originally Peter Jackson was was actually involved in was asked to direct this. They were asking him.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that could have worked given his horror movie track record. If you guys haven't seen films like
Was he doing? Did he do Mimic? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, that was Guillermo del Toro who did Mimic.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Peter Jackson. He made his Hollywood debut with The Frighteners, and I think around this point in time he was currently in the planning stages of that Lord of the Rings trilogy. But before he did any of these Hollywood movies, he did have a good track record for some horror movies. I mean, look at films like Brain Dead, Bad Taste.
What if she just? What if she? What if she really did stab Randy?
That would have been.
What if she? Like the movie just starts. The movie just starts with her just killing Brandy in the very beginning of the movie. That would have been crazy.
I can imagine a lot of fans being like, "What the fuck, dude?"
All the fans would have been pissed.
Well, they'd have fucking lost their shit at that point. Guarantee you, they'd
like Brandy, who, like I said, at the time was one of the biggest singers in the world, and you kill her off in her first scene. She doesn't even speak. She just dies.
It's like you're gonna do it like that, man. It's kind of like that time when another singer who got killed off early in the film. I think it was Kylie Minogue when she was in that San Andreas. She just goes out that one room, and all of a sudden the whole room that she ran in collapsed. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I could have done that to her. You never know.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Look at these old school rave nightclubs.
That sounds like some industrial metal playing. I'm not sure who though. I'll have to look at the soundtrack CD.
Look, all McCifer wants to do is just sleep with Brandy, which I don't necessarily blame him, but that's literally his character. Just wants to fuck Brandy.
Yeah. Oh, and I just found out what that song was that's playing in the nightclub is from an industrial rock band called Orgy. The song is called Blue Monday. I thought it sounded familiar when I heard that guitar riff. Sorry, guys, it's that boozy ass metal nerd in me. T85 here. So he's just left a comment. He said the new one may go the way of the last two Scream movies, where the original characters would be more of a supporting character to the new characters. I think that's where they're going with it. T85. Look, that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, and I know that Jennifer Love Hewitt said that it's not just a cameo that she's in this movie. Like she's like involved like fully in the process of this film. So it's not like just like a little 3-second here she is on the trailer and that's it, gone. No, they're actually got some crucial roles in it too.
Yeah, he's such a nerd. Hey guys.
Oh yeah, this guy right here.
Hi, Julie.
Yeah. Oh, and check this out. Originally, the guy who auditioned for this role of Will Benson was Henry Thomas. I think isn't that the guy that played that kid in E.T.?
I think so.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he ended up landing that part? That would have been interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that the plot was revealed as fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you didn't get Kevin Williamson involved in writing this. This was written by what's his name? Trey Calloway. What the fuck has he done? I'm gonna have a look. Oh, okay, interesting. Check this out. The guy who wrote this, he's done 911 Lone Star, CSI New York, Rush Hour, Station 19, Supernatural, and that TV series Revolution, which that was that post-apocalyptic one where all the power goes out. I fucking love that show, but they canned it too early, in my opinion.
Yeah, these type of nightclubs, bros. You see, I don't like. Oh, there's thumbnail, but
there's a thumbnail right there.
I don't like going to nightclubs nowadays. Where too crowded, too loud. and like 10 years ago, no problem. But now I'm in my early 30s. It's like every time I go to a club now, it's like within 15 minutes, I'm like, I'd just rather be home.
You should come to some of the metal shows I go and see in the joints I've go
I'd
to.
rather not. I'm sorry, Paul. I'd rather not go.
They're not that bad, dude.
Unless there's some fine women there, then I'm good. I don't feel like
there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them.
I just it's just too loud. Just be too loud, bro.
Yeah, I know. The best way to combat it though is that there's these earbuds I got called Sounds, and they actually do like noise cancellations, like you have on your earbuds. And so when you have loud music playing, it doesn't sound really loud in your ears. It cancels it out, so it sounds like normal speaker, which are good because it helps with, especially for someone like me who's, I've been to a lot of gigs, and sometimes I'm taking photos. I'm right next to those fucking speakers, and they're blasted in my eardrums at point blank. Go figure. Hey, EJ, what's going on? Yeah, EJ said he likes the soundtrack to this movie. Yeah, like I said, that nightclub scene, I think, like I said, it was that song was playing was Blue Monday by Orgy, which, yeah, they had like one successful album, and then that was it. He just disappeared.
I remember this. This is where the movie loses me.
Or that they just randomly get a call and say, "Hey, you
they
want to
just randomly get a call." Well, that's not how that works.
No,
you have
doesn't.
to call the radio station.
Yeah, you gotta call them. Like,
and the capital. First of all, you can tell this is made. You can tell this is made in 1998 because Rio is not the capital of Rio de Janeiro, of Brazil. It's not.
No, it's Brasilia. Not. It's Brasilia, not Rio de Janeiro. Nope. Wrong.
Apparently this is Will on the phone.
Yeah. And that's where they fucked up. But they didn't know that.
But it's also kind of fascinating to watch this scene because, like, you cannot do this scene. You cannot do this scene nowadays because you could easily go to Google. I think that's probably why they don't ask questions like that on the radio anymore, because you can just easily go to Google and come up with the answer. Back then, you didn't really have that. So that scene's always fascinating to watch. It kind of goes show how far we've come in 25 years, because if you try to do that scene in 2025, everybody will look at you like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the internet was in its infancy at the time, and everything was on speed dial. And thank God we don't have those annoying fucking modems that scream at you. What are you doing, dude, with them fish? He's even saying those modems. Like,
this was so. I remember being so pissed for Prince Jr. in this scene.
Yeah, right.
I was so mad at him. I was like, bro, Jennifer Love You is offering you to come to the Bahamas. She's offering you ass on top of that. Are you mad?
Yeah, and you.
Oh, that was cringe. That was cringe.
In the fishery.
That was cringe. That was cringe.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I know.
It's a free trip, bro. It's a free trip.
I'll take it.
Listen, goddamn it. Listen. Like I've said this before. Look, if Janet Jackson called me right now for a free to the Bahamas, right now, Paul. If she did it right now, Paul, this show's over. I'm dropping everything right now. You're doing this shit on your own right now.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if somebody said to me, "Hey, we're offering you a free trip to Venice," hey, see you later. Bye.
I can't. Be careful when you say that, Paul. Can't just be anybody, Paul.
No, I mean like any of my carnival friends. If they say, "Hey, we got a free trip on the house,"
carnival friends. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, it's on the house. Bye. Although, I'll probably end up doing a podcast at the hotel like I did last year.
I'm about to say, if fucking Kathleen Turner offered you to go to Venice, you gonna take it?
I don't know about that, but no, like if anybody that I knew was offering me a free trip, or any of my favorite like actors or actresses, I'll be like, or one of my favorite bands, I'll be like, fuck yeah, let's go. So say like say like one of the bands I like listening to give me a call because I'm friends with like one or two of them. They're like, hey, we got this gig happening over here. You want to come? Yep. All right. I'm in. That's a big ass ring.
It's a big ass ring.
I wonder how many down payments he took to get that. Fish on the brains.
But it's just like I just always thought this setup was just way too.
It was too obvious.
Way too elaborate.
Yeah.
Like just have I'm like, bro, just have him. Just. If it was up to me, I just would have simply just had the movie at the college campus.
Yeah, definitely. I would have just kept it there too. But then again, a lot of the slasher movies at this time period was in the fucking college campuses. So at least I'd give them a little bit of credit here for at least taking it somewhere different. You know, it's the same issue.
Or they could have just simply had like it's summer vacation or something like that, and they're going to the Bahamas, and that's how you set that up. This whole elaborate scheme. And like you still could have had Will Benson and them go on the trip. He just could simply just console their father. They're going to the Bahamas, and maybe have Will say like, "Hey, I know exactly the resort we could go to," and all that stuff. And they could have just did that, but we had all
kept it like under the radar.
I'm gonna have my son call, and then we're gonna give him we're gonna say yes to any answer that they give us, and all that stuff, and we're just gonna chance it's gonna be a storm coming. It's like, yeah.
Can you imagine if one of us in that group of friends knew our geography and we heard that answer? I was like, dude, that's not the right place. You've been scammed, mate. Fuck off the phone.
You're right. Exactly. Like nobody in that crew. The only person that knew that they were wrong, they'll find out like later in the movie. It's just like, all right, guys, see, this is why Kevin Williamson was missed. He would have made some sense of this shit.
Yeah, true. And we're about to be reintroduced. Well, not this bit, not this guy on the ground. We're about to be reintroduced to Ben Willis.
Which I always thought it was stupid to. I understand that's the signature look.
Yeah.
But like, because if I remember correctly in this movie, oh nice.
Ooh,
that was a nice kill. Now he just yanks it off.
Yeah. And don't forget, for anyone who has never seen the first one, folks, he did lose his hand.
But with me, I'm just kind of like, look, they tried to make it like a mystery of, could it be Ben Willis or could it not be? And it's like, it's fucking Ben Willis. Just have it. Just say it. Just have.
Just say it. I mean, we don't know it's him.
I don't even know if I would even have him wear them. I'm saying that's the look, but I don't even know if I would have him wear the full makeup. Just show his face. Fuck it. We know who it is.
I know, right?
Like when they pull the shit off his face, like, it is Ben Willis at the end. And I was like, no shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I always thought that was dumb. Like when he reveals himself, he's like, "Hey, Dad," and I was just like,
"Hi, Dad."
Like, and they were like, and they try to present it as, "Oh my god, it really is him." I'm like, of course we know it's him.
Yeah, it's fucking obvious. Well, we're heading to the
Jesus, guys, calm down. God damn.
Yeah,
look at him. Hi guys. Hey, Jolie.
Oh, guys, this is the 90s, so you know.
Hi, Jolie. This guy is he's so desperate. He's so desperate to get with Jennifer Love Hewitt, which I get it. I understand it. It's Jennifer Love Hewitt, who is fine as fuck, but yeah, he is too desperate.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie, who would have thought? Like here we are, same but at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, guys. When it comes to flying, don't worry. I'm not air sick like this dude is. At least I know I'm not. Well, dude, maybe you should have watched Final Destination. Oh wait, that wasn't out until 2 years later.
Yeah,
At the time.
right, yeah.
Oh, and did you know that that new movie now has become the highest grossing movie in the series? It's clocked in at 200 million.
Well, Paul, you know what I say about that. It just means a lot of people went to go see it.
Hey, it was best reviewed as well. Hey, I went to see it. Remember?
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I just when people say that, it's like that doesn't mean it's good, folks.
Well, like I said, I've seen it, guys, and I can tell you that it was pretty damn good. Might be my favorite one since because there's a few that I like. I mean, I love the fucking second one. Fifth one I like too. So this one's definitely my third favorite out of the six. And you can tell that dude definitely doesn't have his sea legs. Yeah, here's the well, supposed to be the Bahamas, but this is actually filmed at a hotel resort somewhere in Mexico.
Oh God, we're really. Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Look, I never.
Yeah, I know.
I
The way
never
that
liked Jack Black. I'm just gonna be honest. I never liked Jack Black. I never thought he was funny. Never. I mean, listen. There's a certain people, Paul, where I just kind of look at them and I just be like, "How did this guy make it?"
I ask myself the same thing with some of the people I see in Hollywood, man. But
It's like, how
also,
did this guy? Like the only movie I remotely found him interesting, entertaining, maybe Tropic Thunder,
yeah,
but
Tropic Thunder was a good film.
but he was kind of annoying in that too. Like his shtick is I'm just the loud fat guy.
Yeah. Well, I guess apparently, he somehow clicked with an audience that likes him. You know, there are people out there that do like what he does, and that's how that's happened, really. And
What does he
also,
do?
I don't know, but for some reason, people like him.
Oh,
There's something about him. I
shit.
don't have the answers, man. But I do know that this was his first horror film, but for reasons unknown, we still don't know why,
And
he
his
came in
and his
uncredited.
it's so his character is so out of place. It feels like it feels like he should be in a different movie.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's funny because when the three movies he was in back to back, like Mars Attacks, he gets killed in that. The
Good.
Jackal, he gets killed in that. That was
Deserved
in
it.
90, that was in 97, and then
He deserved it.
and then this one. Even that chick's like, fuck off. I gotta admit, that is a nice location. I gotta admit.
But it's even bad when even in Scary Movie 1, I love how in Scary Movie 1 they made a comment about Jack Black where they said, I wanted to kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, and now I hear we got a new scary movie coming with the original crew back on board.
So far, I just need Anna Faris and Regina King to come back, and we're good.
Yeah, I did hear they're going to be poking fun at some of the recent slash movies. Art the Clown being one of them. It's funny. I was looking at one of the posters. The tagline is "Evil dies tonight," and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Ooh, big ass Doberman. That dog is pissed. Oh, Jeffrey Combs. For anyone who doesn't know, he's best known for playing Herbert West in Reanimator.
That is him. You're right. You're right.
Yep, he was before this. He was in The Frighteners, and he's also in that new movie that you talked about a while back called Stream, which I have watched.
Yeah, I would have known immediately that something's off here. Like, wait, so we the only people? We the only people that's in here
Yeah, in the middle of a storm season.
in the middle of a storm season? Like, I would have known immediately something's wrong.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if that guy said to me, "We're in the middle of a storm season," I'm turning my ass right back around. And I'm getting back on the boat.
Yeah, like, what's the point of being on vacation out here if it's gonna be storm season? We're gonna be stuck inside.
Yeah. Unless you want to sit in there and play a video game called Dead Island or something. I don't know. And you know, he was spooked out when he realized what room they were taking.
Like, again, like somebody, like this is too elaborate. This is too.
Even for a
I don't envision Ben Willis and his son here being that damn intelligent to come up with a plan like this. I'm sorry, I just don't. I just don't buy it.
Maybe in films today, but back then, like this is too elaborate, even for a killer. Just saying. Tell you what, that guy who runs the place, he comes off as a dick. And here's the late Bill Cobbs.
Delta, your soul's required in hell.
Yep. He was
the man who killed Nino Brown. The man who killed Nino Brown.
Yep. And he was also in Demolition Man. No, dude, it's not real.
It's not real. Like, but you know what's funny, Paul? I'm pretty sure people in 1998 watching this movie probably said to themselves, "Wait a minute, no, it's not." People in 1998 watched this film was probably thinking, say to themselves, "Wait, they do really? Oh, this is setup."
Well, it's funny. I was actually taking a geography class before I actually went to see this movie in the evening at school, and I remember just thinking to myself in the sitting there quietly thinking, "That's not the fucking capital, dude."
Like, no, it's not.
I was just sitting there shaking my head thinking, "Fucking idiots." Yeah, this guy is out of it, and then he breaks out of there like dark.
Thing too I didn't like about this. Like, I actually kind of like for two movies now, in the first one and in this film, Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character is kind of like a side character. He's not in the movie that much.
He's got fuck all to do in this one. He has less to do in this one than what he did in the first.
No, I actually thought he had a little bit more to do.
A little bit, but not enough.
But especially considering that like his acting is a little bit better in this one.
Yeah, and like I said, he just busts out of the window like Dark Man. If you remember that movie.
Yeah, like all those windows and nobody saw him leaving.
Yeah, and how high up was he? What floor was he on? He couldn't have jumped out the second floor now, could he?
Exactly.
How the fuck should he have known? Oh, hey, Lou, what's up? EJ here is saying that Jennifer has a good song. Well, yeah, dude, she was a trained singer from the
Jennifer Esposito, her fine ass.
Yeah, and even at 52, she still looks good. What drink you having over there? Don't know. ID. Yeah, that would have fucked me up. But like, ID. Yeah, I left it back at the room. It's on my passport.
Now I'm a little distracted right now.
I can understand why, because she is a fucking hot-looking woman.
God damn! God damn!
Yeah, she just says it like that. Okay. Jeez.
Well, he really does look like young Tom Cruise. God damn.
He does.
Like he could have played Tom Cruise's like son.
Yeah, easily. Could have easily done that. Like, holy shit, dude.
Listen, bro. Listen. I wouldn't be a nerd like this guy, but damn it, if Brandy's giving me an opportunity to set me up with Jennifer Love Hewitt, I would not try to fuck this up at all.
No, hell no. I'm not hesitating for 1 second.
Like, just don't be weird, don't be awkward, don't be like, hi Julie, how's it going? Like, no.
Don't come across as timid or nervous. Just be you.
Just listen. When it comes to talking to females, dudes make it so much difficult than it needs to be. Dude, just talk. Just talk.
Yeah,
if you see a woman that's attractive, just go talk. It's that simple. Just talk.
I will admit, I do get a little nervous when one of them talks to me sometimes. Just like small talks at one of my gigs or whatever.
Paul, it's just a female. Like the worst thing a woman can say to you is no. Yeah, that's the worst thing she can say.
Yeah, so when that happens, I'm just like, okay, cool, fair enough. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And if she says no, if you ask her out, say, hey, let's go for a cup of coffee or whatsoever. If she says no, then just move on. Just like, okay, well, all right, well, hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully you have a good day whatsoever. Just move on. There's plenty of other fish in the sea.
Yeah, exactly. And this is actually her singing this song, by the way, because for anyone who doesn't know, she is classically trained in singing. What's up, Chaz? How you doing?
Like this right here. I just like this right here. I was kind of like, how did Ben operate this shit?
How was he able to reprogram the fucking lyrics?
Yes.
Damn, she has got yeah, she's got a good set of pipes on her, man. Vocal pipes.
That's one of the good sets that she has.
Yep. And I'm looking at the other set they were referring to as well.
Yeah, like this right here, I was kind of like, wait, how?
Yeah, when I saw this bit on the screen, I was just like, okay, how the fuck did you do that? I still know what you did last summer.
But in red font.
Like, how did you?
I mean, I get the point what they're trying to go with here. They're trying to make her seem crazy on this trip.
Well, I'd be crazy too after what happened to me the year before. Oh, those fat ass TVs back then too. Fuck.
Well, you could kill somebody with those TVs.
Well, apparently it didn't kill Stu.
Which again, they're gonna have to explain that.
Yeah, good luck with that. I got a little bit of Scream news as well, which I'll talk about after this is over. There was some new one that dropped on Bloody Disgusting.
Paul, here's where I am when it comes to Scream right now. I think it's probably best for this next Scream to be the final one.
All depends on how it does at the box office and critic reactions.
Even if,
yeah, I know,
because Paul, where else can you go? You're talking about bringing dead characters back.
Yeah, I know, right? But this is Hollywood we're talking about here. If the money's there, they're gonna keep doing them. That's how it is. And when this new movie drops, you do know in terms of the franchise's total box office gross, it's going to cross that billion mark, just like Saw did.
That's not going to work. Why would you think sneaking up on it was going to work, bro?
Dude, if I was freaked out, like I said, I just turned around and left hooked. Instincts would have kicked in there after seeing shit like that on the screen. I mean, the movie.
Oh shit! Oh damn, bro! Look, bro. Jennifer Love Hewitt looked at me like that. Talking about, you sure you want to go? I'm like, no. Damn, she was fine. She was fine.
Yeah, she was. Still is.
Bro, she looked at me like that, bro.
Oh, it's on now at that point with you, innit? It's on.
Boy, it'll be on, bro.
That's it. No more talk.
But
Straight
then,
to the bedroom.
but of course, Ben got to play the whole. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'll just leave. I'll sleep in the other room. You know, like.
Yeah. Oh, and I got her age wrong, by the way. She's 46 right now, so she's about 5 years older than me.
Bro, that's she looked really gorgeous in that scene.
Yeah. And here's something you might find interesting. Well, Brandy and Jennifer Love Hewitt, they were born on the same month and the same year, only 10 days apart from each other.
Cool.
Which I think is pretty cool as well.
I feel like I'll be frustrated with because listen, I'm trying to smash.
He's trying, but everything's just fucking against him at this point. Especially
bro,
when we get.
Listen, goddamn, I got Brandy on one side, I got Jennifer Love Hewitt on the other side. I can't smash things off them. The fuck are we doing here? This is the Bahamas.
Yeah. It's hard to get some action going when you got a fucking killer as well trying to get you.
They don't know that yet at this point.
No, but you can imagine the frustration when you realize it afterwards. Oh, for fuck's sake, you know?
Man, I'm just still thinking about that look Jennifer Love Hewitt just had on her face right there, and I'm just like, yeah, man,
oh, dude,
I would have just been. If I was Ben, I probably would have just said, that's commitment. I would have just said, you know what, man, fuck the plan. Dad, you have to forgive me on this one.
Yeah. Let's just go. Bring it on.
Yeah, you're going to have to understand. Like, God.
Dude, come on, man.
Now I understand. I remember this. Let's get jiggy with it. Yeah, I remember this. His character doesn't fit in this movie.
No, and I'm sorry, but the dreadlock hairstyle would have looked better on me if I was 20 years younger. I don't have much. My hair is more thin right now, so I wouldn't be able to do it. But the dreadlocks don't look good on him at all, dude.
And here's another thing too. Like, I'm saying it's a slasher and it's a sequel to a slasher. Got to up the body count.
Yeah,
but killing these people didn't make any sense. Like, he just killed them just to kill them.
Well, he's a fucking psycho for starters, so I guess that's one justifiable reason.
Yeah, but in the first one, it made sense why he killed the people that he killed. Like when he killed the dude from Big Bang Theory, it made sense because he wanted to tie that loose end, and he kind of wanted to show Julie that you think it's him, but it's not him. That's the only reason why he killed him. But in the first one,
what did this guy do?
He only killed people that was in connection to the accident, and this one he's just killing people just to kill people.
Exactly. Oh, and did you notice in the very background? Can you see the mainland city lights in the background? Can you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
So they're not that far off the island.
That's a cool shot. That was a cool
shot. Bell Atlantic. That's your phone company over there? Oh, geez, those phones. Yes, folks, before we had mobile phones, we had these bloody things. At least it's not a bloody dial-up one. Rotary dial-up.
Yeah, that is another thing, too. Like, Ray could have called her or texted her.
Yeah. Nowadays, you can just put someone on speed dial and text them up. Or talk to them on Facebook on your phone. It's going to be weird seeing this new movie coming out, especially with everything that we got now in this day and age.
Yeah. He's about to kill he's about to kill this housekeeper. It's like, why? Like, why? Why would you? Well, why would you raise more awareness that you're there?
Well, I'm guessing because you remember this, he does have connections to this hotel, which gets explained later on, if I remember right.
Yeah, I remember, Paul. But I'm just like, yeah, but why not just go straight for Julie?
I don't know.
You
I
see
guess
what
he
I mean?
just
Like,
wanted.
why not go straight for Julie?
I guess he just wanted to have some fun before he gets to her. I don't know. Wants
I
to kill off
guess.
any help. Wants to kill off any help that she may call up for.
Well, that to up the body count, I guess.
Well, yeah, slasher movie rules, isn't it? Ooh, that was clearly in the face.
Well, that wasn't even necessary, man.
Nah, dude.
I will say the kills in this are they're more violent. I will say that.
Why'd you think? Like I said, the second movie over here was 18 rated when the first one was for 15 over here. He's still trying to smash.
You're damn right, I would.
But even here, he's having a hard time. He's like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Man, fuck the hair care.
Oh, shh.
Look, Mekhi Phifer is probably the most relatable character in this whole movie, man.
Oh, yeah, definite.
Like I said, I got prime Brandy right here, man. You damn right I'm gonna try to, there you go.
There you go. Finally, oh, you fucking.
Oh, God. He did this shit.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
The man just shows up, bro.
Popping out of the fucking water like he's Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 6.
Oh, I forgot he did that, bro.
It's fucking. That was random.
So random.
Okay, is he finally getting, well, he's finally getting there. Oh, you. Right now, James, I can imagine if this was you and we're on holiday, you'd be like telling me, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, all right, fine, no problem.
I'm ready to fight.
You'd be telling me to fuck off at this point, and I'd be doing the same thing if I was trying to smash. Oh,
so look how dumb he looks. Like, hi, guys.
And then he's just like, I'm done. I can't do it.
He's like, yeah, I agree. Like, I can't win. Like, Will could be in the shower with Triple F Hewitt right now.
But no, you just gotta go in the jacuzzi.
No, let's go to jacuzzi, you know.
Shit.
You could be sick. You could go back up to that room and Triple F Hewitt in a bathrobe could be answering the door for you. And I'll be saying, fuck the plan.
I'm gonna be hanging out with Jennifer at this point.
Why are guys so stupid?
I wish I knew. I'm just fucking hell. I'm just seeing if there's any more movie trivia I can talk about as well. But we're having so much fun watching this movie as well.
I'm having so much fun looking at Triple F Hewitt.
I know you're having fun looking at her, man. I'm not surprised. I don't blame you at this point.
Oh, that's right. They pretty much did the same thing. They, like I said, they're copying scene. Like they're about to do the same, where she's gonna find the body and then
it's fucking copy and paste.
She's gonna come back. Yeah. She's gonna find the body and then tells them there's a body in the closet, and there's no closet. Which again, how is he able to clean that shit up so quick?
That's one of the main problems with this movie is the whole copy and paste format they're using here. It was lazy with it.
Oh, that's lazy. That's very, very lazy script writing for sure.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Cheap scare.
Again, why not just? He has her all alone. He has her isolated. Why not kill her now?
like I said, if I was a killer, I'd be going straight in there. That's it. Job done.
Exactly. Like he's in the room. He's in the room with her.
Yeah, like
And
I'm
everybody
I'm
else is
going.
outside. Like he could have killed her. He could have killed her right now and be done with it. But then, of course,
Dude,
Paul, we wouldn't have a movie.
yeah, exactly. I'd be
The
like
movie, the
Agent
movie.
47 right now.
Well, can you imagine if Jennifer Love Hewitt had died so early in the movie and Brandy was the final girl? That'd be interesting.
I would have loved to have seen that. That would have changed the narrative a lot more, you know?
Because then Paul, it would make it surprising, unpredictable.
Exactly. You could have done that, but I'm guessing there was a clause in the contract with her agent saying no, we can't kill her.
Which
I don't know.
understandably so, but
Yeah.
you see, like right here, like I thought this was not needed.
Really, dude?
Yeah, she tells him there's what?
We got
What are you talking about? What
I'm talking
happened?
about what's going on. I mean,
And it's gone.
Even Jeffrey Combs right now is like, what are we doing here?
And again, I'm just like, so I'm like, okay, so they pretty much just did the same scene.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, that's one of the problems with this movie is because because we don't have Kevin Williamson involved in this. The guy who is writing this, Trey Calloway, he's just basically copy and pasting because if I think to my knowledge, this is I think the first time he wrote a slasher movie. The guy's mostly known for doing like comedies and like cop programs. You know what I mean?
Think about it, okay? I mean, what did you actually see?
And they're trying to throw red herrings. They're trying to throw red herrings that it could be Jeffrey Combs or it could be Jeffrey Esposito. And I'm like, it's not. It's Ben fucking Willis. Like, let's not play the
Will
whole murder
Benson.
mystery. Let's not play the whole murder mystery shit.
Yeah, we know who the fuck's doing this. Yep. Oh, so the phones are out.
Like, you know, see, like it's like they're trying to make it seem like it's Jeffrey Combs, but it's like it's not. We know it's not.
Yeah, I mean, for like anybody who knows this guy's acting, he has been known for playing villainous characters. So that they're obviously playing that with him on this one.
Yeah. That's right. You got that. That's Money Making Mitch you're talking about. Paid in Full. He was in Paid in Full as Money Making Mitch. Yes, probably his most iconic role. Mekhi Phifer in the Black is what we call Paul a hood legend.
Yeah, I can see why. Dude's definitely got his acting chops, and he definitely pulled off a pretty good performance on that film.
Oh,
so he's definitely earned that
Full,
title.
Paid in Full is and Chaz, you are absolutely right. Yeah, a pointless cash grab sequel. Yeah, that's exactly what this was. Exactly what this was.
I know, but again, this was at the time when Scream pretty much fucking blew up, and everybody wanted to jump on the bandwagon with the slasher movie stuff again, just like they did in the 80s.
This is true, but Paul, you know as well as I, if you have a movie and then you release a sequel like a year later, you're setting it up for failure.
Yeah, I would have at least
give it 2. That way you can actually sit down and think about the story. Think about the story that you're writing. How we're gonna bring the killer back. You know, a year it's too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah, I would have given it like at least 2 or 3 years, or
2-3 years exactly.
Or I could have done what Wolf Creek did and just let it marinate for over a decade.
That's too long, but yeah,
but it turned out to be effective. Make people wait. Make them suspecting. Man, what's going on? Give them tidbits that it's on its way.
Like again, I got no problem. I have no problem with him killing Jack Black, but it's like, why go through this trouble when you just had to love you and even in his death, he still acts like Jack Black.
Yeah, this is true. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Seriously, don't do that. Oh, God.
And this is what happens if you don't press play, folks.
He still acts like Jack Black even in his death.
Ooh. I will admit that garden shear kill I feel is like a nod to another movie called The Burning, because the killer on there was using garden shears.
Oh, God. Oh, God damn it.
Oh, I recognize this guy.
Oh, even in death, even when he's dead, Jack Black is annoying.
Yeah. I'm saying I recognize the guy that runs his pawn shop. That's what's his fucking name? But he was on that Sons of Anarchy TV series. He was one of the bikers on there.
Yeah. He was on Batman Beginning. He was in Rob Zombie's Halloween too. Yeah.
30 Days a Night.
Again, his acting in here is so much better.
Yeah.
Like, he's more intense. He's more sure of what he's saying. He believes in what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm guessing
fuck you.
He's not doing that. He's definitely taken on board the advice somebody gave him, saying, "Dude, you need to like work on your chops a little more."
Yes, instead of just acting like a pretty boy, just be a fucking actor.
Yeah, really. Oh, it's a snub nose 44.
Can you do that?
What, load a gun?
Just load a gun. Just load a gun. Like, is that illegal? Is that illegal?
I think you can, but I can't say because the gun laws here in the UK are ultra strict. But I think pawn shops, yeah, you could probably do that. Not the ones over here, though. It's like, hey, look on the bright side. At least you're not dealing with a zombie apocalypse like Dead Island. No, we're referencing the horror legends. Okay, cool.
Yeah, why don't you just leave her alone, man?
No, it's okay. It's okay. He doesn't believe me. No, it's right.
Now she's not believing me. Maybe I am going crazy.
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted by what I'm seeing, what she's got showing, even if she has got a vest on. She's got a nice double D set, and Brandy's got a nice ass. Good combination. Sunny in Paradise, dude, it's pissing down with rain. What are you talking about? Oh, that is a really bad rainstorm.
I would be so listen. But like, even in this situation, I would make the most out of this situation and be like, listen, we can just be in bed and fuck all day.
Yeah.
No, look, I could be in bed. Listen, I could listen. Either one or two things. Either I'm gonna get with Julie, or or I could find some, random chick, or even Jennifer Esposito, and then like, I'm fucking somebody. Okay, I'm fucking somebody with my passport. I got a passport.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America? To America.
To answer this
See what I
question,
mean?
yes, I have a passport.
Okay, yo, see what I mean, Paul? Like, see what I mean, Paul? Like,
Yeah. I was just reading what Chaz here said in the chat.
God
Yeah, I did mention
damn.
I did mention about his death scene in the Jackal where Bruce Willis shot the shit out of his arm and then shot him up with that. Remember that big fucking automated machine gun he had on the Jackal? That was pretty gnarly. Oh, eh, nice scene, nice body set, but the sunbeds, I don't, I ain't too fond of them sunbeds. And a certain movie, kind of
Final
instilled that.
Destination 3, right?
Yeah, yeah, that one. After I saw that, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll sunbathe in the natural sun. Fuck them sunbeds.
But even like, yeah, one of the only times, the fisherman's actually smart. It was like oh yeah, once again got in isolation, but he actually tries this time.
Yeah.
I got her in the sunbed. Oh, that's the perfect, like, well, shit, you make it. Oh, she gonna make it that easy for me.
Oh, at least I give him effort for trying. Oh, those old fucking ass prison washing machines.
Oh my God, Jesus!
You only see those in the jailhouse.
She found the body in there, right?
Yeah, that lady.
Oh, she has a good scream. She has a good scream.
Yep. Pool boy. You don't want to go in there, dude. Trust me.
They start finding the bodies.
Hey, you think she's crazy now? Here we go.
Yeah, he will try to cook her ass.
Yeah.
Well, even as a, yeah, I was gonna hook your ass, but shit, you already in there. Shit, I'll just cook your ass.
I'll just cook you in there instead. How do you like your victim? Medium or extra rare?
Yeah, good luck. yeah. I'll come back when you're done.
Yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, come back looking like a rotisserie chicken. I'll come back when you look. I'll come back when you look like your black friend.
Shit, remember that one that got cooked in Thanksgiving? Shit. Well, that sucks to be trapped in one of them. Dude, you fucked up.
I'm sorry. That's so good.
That
That was a little racist. Yeah, but it was funny though.
That is what it is. It's all good. Crazy humor, nothing wrong with that. What the fuck? Just so my bloody screen just fritzed. Oh, I'm still here. I'm still here. Dude, she's screaming that sunbed down.
God, she's starting to cook.
Yeah, you might want to
Yeah, she said she's starting to sizzle.
Oh yeah, she's gonna blister up soon. She's like she didn't get any glass on her. Yeah, it is an emergency. You might want to call some help or something.
Oh yeah, and does she
Ooh. That guy woke up with a splitting headache, didn't he? Yeah, I know, bad joke.
Yeah, she's about to she's about to redo the
That's
Was she
later
put
on.
here?
That's not just yet. That's not just yet.
Oh, so okay. But she does
It's coming.
do it though, right?
He does do it, but it's not just yet. No.
Oh.
It's coming though. Don't worry. So all the boats are gone, the radio's smashed up, phone lines are down, pissing down with rain. It's just you and them. Yeah, that's true. They never. Yeah, you did. You basically road killed somebody. Well, so you thought. EJ, she didn't entirely recreate it, but yeah, they did. They did
Okay, she remixed it, but it was
remixed it.
essentially the same damn scene.
Yeah, it's like basically the fucking gravestone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like damn, like nobody does that shit twice in a lifetime.
No, she's just like that. Come on, and you want me? Because this grave's not going to be full. It's going to stay empty. And I'm like, whatever.
Like it's it's the same damn. It's almost the same damn scene.
It is. Why do you think Scary Movie took the piss out of it?
But yeah, I just felt like this. Again, you could just simply just had them. Could just simply just had them just vacation to the island.
Yeah. That bus is heading to Miami.
Listen, Greyhound buses.
I know, I've been on them from here
Yeah.
to London.
Yeah.
'Cause I
You meet a lot of interesting characters on the bus.
Yep. Especially if you got to catch a late night one. Like, let me give you an example, right? I remember getting on the late night bus one time. We got in there about midnight. Now it takes about from here to London by car, should take you about 3 or 4 hours. But because you're on a fucking Greyhound bus, it's going to be going for all these back lanes and country lanes and all these like pit stop areas in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you're stopping there for like an hour or two, and you just want to get.
Fuck you looking at.
I can imagine you'd be saying that to that person on the bus.
But I don't like people. I don't like people to stare at me, bro. I'll just be like, look, can I help you with something?
Yeah, I'd be like looking, thinking, yeah, what you want?
Yeah, like, what do you want? Like people just stare at me and just like, what the fuck you want?
Yeah, but if that person's still staring, I'm like, dude, there better be a reason why you're staring at me. And if the person's still looking, I'm like, so we got business then, motherfucker, or what? A lot of books.
Like they're trying to play like it's a murder mystery. It's like
It's not a murder mystery, though.
It's not a mystery. Like we know who this is. We know who it is.
Yeah, we know. So like, why do this whole fucking murder mystery thing? It doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent. Because we all know who it is. This ain't Scream where it's a different killer. Okay, so this guy practices a little voodoo, huh? Fair enough.
Yeah, listen, I remember I once talked to a chick. She wasn't like in the voodoo, but she kind of like knew some shit about it.
Right.
But
You're not fucking with that shit.
I'm not fucking with that, bro. But I don't want to piss her off, and all of a sudden she put roots on me.
Well, I've already messed around with an Ouija board once with some friends years back, so we'll leave it at that. Lou knows that story. Well, you had a crowbar earlier. Where's that crowbar? I'm sorry, but why does some of this hotel inside place looks like one of the hotel bits in Dead Island?
Damn, look at them titties.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was busy looking at them as well. So
She has them out. Like we see them.
oh yeah, we see them. And there's a big ass globe spinning randomly when there's no air.
Yeah, it's just
It
now
wasn't
I don't necessarily hate this film. I don't.
I don't.
mean, it is a fine slasher, but it's
The script
just
writing is a mess.
it's
Just put it out there.
Yeah. I'll say that. I mean, Jennifer Love Hewitt is fine as Julie, and Freddie Prinze Jr. is fine. young Tom Cruise.
We're
It's
never gonna live
just
that down. There you go, Brasilia. Come on, he's not the killer.
he's
You
not the
fucking
killer.
know that.
No, wait a minute. Okay, so
Easy, that's not the guy.
so how,
What? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is where we learn a little bit more about Ben Willis.
here's my
This guy's
problem.
gonna- What?
What are you talking about? Rio isn't the capital of Brazil. Sorry, wrong answer. We lose. Where is he?
But she told him. Why did he act? Why did he say like, "Oh, congratulations" to her when she told him earlier in the movie that Rio? He was like, "Oh, congrats, girl." I was like, "Wait, so why'd you do that then?"
He didn't want to alarm him. He was hoping it was just maybe a coincidence that somebody got the wrong answer, but let them win. He didn't want it to be like an issue, so that's why he didn't want to scare him. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. So yeah, this is where we learn a little bit more about Ben Willis after this guy here hijacks a boat. What fucking movie is that? It looks like an old one. Still got his arm in a sling.
No, makes sense. He's fresh out the hospital.
Yeah, a couple hours. That dude has been like on the run for, I'm guessing, 2 days straight.
He's so I'm more interested in like he should be in this movie more.
Yeah, I agree. And he's not fucking around in this one. So yeah, Ben Willis used to live on this island, used to work here, found out his wife was fucking someone else, and that's what made him snap and killed them. What he's saying here. And I'm guessing that's what led to that scene in the first movie where he's sitting on the cliff edge, if you remember that. Because I'm guessing he just killed somebody at that.
That wasn't Ben Willis though.
No. Well, that wasn't Ben Willis. Who the fuck was it?
So like sitting on the edge of the cliff in the beginning of the first film? No, that was that David Egan guy.
Oh, right. My bad. Oh, here comes the somewhat slightly remixed so what are you waiting for scene coming up.
Yeah, look, yeah, when I saw this shit, I was just like, really, we're gonna do this again.
I was like pissed off when I saw this.
And we learned that he was always a piece of shit. Because if you don't add the extra backstory, then you say that his character is completely justified. But
yeah, it turns out this guy was a killer to
he was
start off
always a
with
piece of
anyway.
shit.
Yeah. Damn. Here we go.
She even got her arms open, and bro, it's the same scene. She got her arms open and like.
Man, they just had to try that scene again, didn't they? I swear to God, if she does it again in the new one, I'm gonna be like rolling my eyes up like fucking crazy. My eyes will probably go Undertaker, like, oh fucking hell.
Oh hey guys, that black guy's on. That black guy's on to me, so I gotta go find him so I can go kill him.
Damn, dude.
That's pretty much what the Will Benson's character is doing right now. He's like, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah. Maybe you should have got those knives out in the first place.
Like so his wife was cheating on him with somebody else, so he kills the wife and the daughter. Did he say he had didn't he say he had a son?
Yeah, I think they did, but they don't know what happened to him. That's what I heard them say, I think. You're just hungry, huh? Well, you're in a kitchen, so
His character is the most relatable.
yeah. I'd be hungry too if I've been going through all this. Oh, he had a boat. And he...
Oh, god damn! Hit him with an oar! God damn!
Probably fucking smacked his face off with that one. That was a hell of a swing.
And we can pretty much like assume that that Bill Cobbs was like on him that was that he knew that was Will Benson. Like he knew that was Will Benson.
Yeah. He knew right from jump.
Yeah, he knew that was Will Benson, and the fact that he hit his ass with an oar and still got the drop on him is crazy.
Yeah. But he didn't want to alarm them when they first arrived because, you know.
Oh, I hate rats.
Like I said, used to have a pet. I see what's highlighted in the chat box.
God damn!
Yeah. Ow. Beat the shit out of him with a rolling pin.
Like you root for Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character. You root for him. You want him to get there.
Got to get out, man. Yeah. Yeah, EJ, that voodoo guy definitely knew.
Yeah. That's why he did. That's why he did what he did there. Well, that's why he went to go look for him to try to take him out because he was onto him.
Pretty much. Is that a scar on Freddie Prinze Jr.'s neck?
Oh yeah, he had scars all throughout this movie.
Oh yeah.
I would have been pissed too.
I wouldn't be happy about being hit in the head with a fucking rolling pin either, man.
Like, you know what I would do? I mean, listen, look, we're all about to die anyway. So listen, Jennifer, Brandy, the two Jennifers and Brandy. Let's all just have a foursome right now.
No, fuck it, why not?
Why not? It's our last night alive. Yeah, let's end it with bliss.
Yeah, might as well.
He's about to get it here, right?
Yep. With some of the crappiest CG I've seen.
Oh!
Hook right through the neck. But look, that blood is CG as hell. Even that hook was CG. How the hell was he hiding up in the... Never mind.
Like, you can tell it's him, bro. Like...
You can see it. Music score is not bad.
I remember liking the chase scene between Brandy and the killer.
Yeah.
I think she had her own chase scene.
Yeah, she did.
I think we said this in the first one. Like he has this look never caught on, but it's a nice unique look for a serial killer.
Yeah. Especially now that his hand is now a hook because he lost it, you know? Definitely completes that look even more. It's going to be interesting to see how this new one's going to turn out, especially they're keeping that old school fisherman look, you know?
Now, there's no way in hell it's going to be Ben Willis this time because it just wouldn't make sense.
I don't believe it is. No, I wouldn't believe it. I don't think it is either.
It just would not make sense. So I'm thinking... I mean, they did say he had a daughter?
I think so, yeah. And don't forget, the guy that's playing Ben Willis, he's like 76 now, so I don't think he could do it again. Because he was
But
like,
it just
dude,
wouldn't make because why? Because why would Ben Willis want to kill these younger kids?
maybe they ran over a relative of his. Maybe. I don't know.
That's a reach.
That is a reach, yes. But it's slasher movies. Anything's possible, isn't it? If there's one thing I learned about slasher movies, they've always got some fucked up backstory.
Woo!
Shit, that was close. And so was this next swipe.
Yeah, he almost gets her too.
Watch how close. Listen to you.
Look at Brandy getting down and dirty. I respect it.
Yeah. Got to give some of these actors credit to, take on the weather conditions the way they are. And you got to do these takes like for several hours and you're soaked to shit.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the worst, isn't it? When you're trying to get off something like that, that's the worst. Oh. What's surprising also...
I doubt she did that stunt.
No, I don't think she did either. What's surprising also is that I'm looking at the cast for the new movie. She's not in it. Which is surprising.
Yeah, I remember somebody said, I remember people were clamoring for Sarah Michelle Gellar to come back. I was like, you fucking idiot. Her character's dead.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, when they first announced it, like, bring Sarah Michelle Gellar back. I'm like, y'all are so stupid.
Yeah, right.
Y'all can't be that slow.
But at least this new movie answered a 27-year-old question I always had with that movie, with this one. We'll get to that when we get there. I do like this.
This scene here, I remember. Well, this scene was intense because you thought Brandy, because you legit think Brandy's about to die.
And I do like the music score that accompanies to it as well. So shout out to John Frizzle who did this. This is a good scene right here.
This is good. This is good.
See, this is how you make a good slasher movie. Moments like that. Yeah.
You legit think Brandy's about to die. I
bet you were fucking screaming at the TV screen when you saw this.
I was screaming at the TV because I didn't want Brandy. I'm like, yo, you can't kill Brandy. You can't kill Brandy.
And if they did, well,
that would have been ballsy.
That would have been the end of the movie for you right there.
Oh no, not really. Because I still got Jennifer Love Hewitt, but
for some people, it would have been.
Oh, it would have been, yeah. Quez would have been pissed.
He'd have been like, right, fuck it. This movie's 0 out of 10.
Ooh.
You're lucky that was only a trainer and not her fucking whole foot. Shit. That was close.
I'm surprised she didn't take a swipe at his arm when his arm was. She had a whole axe.
Yeah, but he's already lost a limb already. Don't turn the lights on. You're not gonna like what's in here.
No. Wait, what happened?
Oh shit! That.
Oh.
See the way Jeffrey Combs is looking. He's just like, "Am I really in this fucking scene?" And there's Will Benson.
Yeah, I always thought this whole reveal here, I always thought was
It's bullshit because we already
so
know it's him after what
bullshit.
happened. Yeah, because like I said, we already know it's him after that when Bill Cobbs fucking took his damn head off nearly with that throwing thing.
Well, we don't know for sure. It tried to throw us off that he could be a killer.
Nah, it didn't throw me off when I was a kid.
But the whole Will Ben's son. It's like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Yeah, Chaz, it's true. The guy who did this movie is the same guy who did that 1995's Judge Dredd, which I'm sorry to say, I was not a fan of that original movie because, I mean, visually the movie looked great. It had the comic book look down to a T, but the moment Dredd took his helmet off, that was the end of the movie because you take away the character. That's why I prefer the 2012 movie that Carl Urban was in.
Yeah, this is when we get the reveal here.
It's not my blood, Julie. There, boom, there you go. She's like, what?
And I'm thinking, then I'm thinking, wait, so he's the killer?
People,
they're trying to throw you off. Like, okay, so is he the killer? I'm like, no, it's his accomplice.
Yeah, it's his kid.
Which again, I
don't buy it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, EJ saying that Brandy coming back was something that's been speculated but never. Dude, I don't think she's gonna be in it, dude.
I really wonder, did he get this role? Like, I really believe he got this role because he looks like Tom Cruise.
wouldn't surprise me.
And that's the only reason he got this role because he looks like Tom Cruise.
I'm guessing that too at this point.
I thought this was a bullshit. I thought it was a bullshit way to kill Jennifer Esposito's character.
Yeah, this is a bullshit way to go. How was he able to still walk around with that sticking out of him?
I'm gonna lay on this hot piece of ass before I die.
Yeah. Pretty sadistic how he did this, though.
So he hit him with an oar. I guess Benson. I guess. Fucking Will must have still got him with that thing.
Yeah. Well, there she goes. I thought for a second he bloody got her with this shot. I thought for a second at that time. Yeah, she was a talking point, dude. Well, wasn't by choice. Ooh, nasty ass up.
That donkey punch.
Man, he gut punched her hard, man.
This was so.
Yeah, it's like, hi, Dad. Jeez.
That was so. I always thought that was lame. I always thought that was so lame.
I noticed he's got a big scar going around his face after what happened to him in the first movie.
Go to jail. That's what happened.
This is some bullshit.
You all right?
Yep. Oh, there he is. Just in time.
Yeah, like Paul, when he took the thing off, show his face, they try to present it as a, oh my god, like dun dun dun. And I'm just like, no shit.
Oh, we knew it was him from fucking day one, dude. Anybody who's watched the first movie knows.
I hated when they did that.
That was not necessary. It wasn't necessary for that.
Like, we knew.
Yeah. Ow. Got a couple of good
he
punches.
Clotheslines the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, he fucking nails him with that clothesline, man. Watch this. Just
JBL would be proud.
Oh, Bradshaw would have loved that, man. That was a clothesline from hell.
JBL would be proud. That was a nice.
Hey.
That was a good bump. That was a good bump by Freddie too. I remember Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, he was with the movie at one time.
I think he got attacked by Randy Orton on one episode of Raw. And he
Yeah.
sold pretty well for Randy.
Yeah, he got RKO'd, and I think for a while, I think Freddie Prinze Jr. was working for WWE at one point.
Yeah. He was a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a writer, and I think I think he tried to start his own promotion.
Yeah, he did, but it didn't quite work out.
The classic heel. I'm gonna hold him up and I'm gonna move and hit. That's classic heel shit.
Yeah. Nice elbow to the face, and well,
that works every time. Hold him up. I'm gonna hit him with this chair. And you gonna move? I'm gonna hit you with it.
Congrats, Ben. You just killed your own son. And his eyes just rolled right up. You look at these gunshot wounds. They're CG shots. You see that?
Oh, God. God damn. You just couldn't put bullet squibs up?
No, yeah.
The late 90s when we were just playing with the CG. Yeah, that bullshit.
Yeah, they were experimenting with CG at this point. Now almost every fucking movie we see now has CG gunshots. I mean, look, CGI is good if done well and done at the right times. You don't need it for gunshot wounds unless you're blowing somebody's head off and you want to have it in a spectacular scene. But then again, just get Tom Savini to do a fake mock-up head or something. But whatever. Nice shot.
Yeah, I really would have liked if Freddie Prinze and Dribbler was in this whole movie. Like, it's funny. Yeah. I was shitting on him in the last one, and here he's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, and he didn't have a lot of screen time in this one,
which I thought was a damn shame. Thought it was a damn shame.
Well, hopefully these two do get some decent screen time in the new one.
Brandy lived.
Yep. Again, it's speculation if she's going to be back or not. It would be cool if she was, but
it'd be cool.
I wouldn't hold your breath, guys. But if she is, then hell yeah. Would it be fucking crazy if she was the killer?
Hi, Ray. Hi, Ray. I'm Brandy. I'm the girl that's pretty much talking shit about you throughout this whole film, trying to set up Julie up with fake Tom Cruise.
Yeah. EJ here saying Julie was an absolute G in that scene when she was fucking shooting that guy. Yeah, it's nice to see that Brandy lived.
Yes, you can't kill one of the biggest pop stars in the planet at one point.
No.
I was being so mad at this ending because I was like, wait, so Julie fucking dies?
This is what I'm trying to get at here. Like saying, when we saw that new trailer, my 28-year-old question finally got answered. Because I always wondered at the end of this movie, did he finally get her?
Which would have... I guess at the time, that's what really made me hate this movie, because I was just like, wait, so he gets wins? Her?
Yeah. But again, so you have some horror movies that will do that, you know? Not every slasher movie is going to have that happy ending. Let's be real here, guys. So at the time, for me, personally, at the time, I liked the dark ending. You know what I'm saying? I like that when a movie does that. But at the time, I was thinking, you know, did it really happen? And when we see that trailer, we finally know.
Yeah, they kind of like. I'm assuming this is just another nightmare that she's having.
Yeah. But the way they set it up, it looked like it wasn't a nightmare. You know, when you see the
yeah, it looks like it wasn't. Yeah,
yeah. It's like, oh, he fucking got her. So I was asking myself that question for all these years, you know, and I'm probably not the only one that felt that too. But it was a pretty good surprise moment. I will say that.
Damn, look at him titty.
I was. See that? Hear that door being closed and locked?
Yeah.
So right there and then, look, the window's open. Oh, look, muddy ass footprints. How did she not see those?
I'm thinking, oh shit, we're about to. Now I'm thinking, oh shit, we're about to get another third act. Which again, I love when horror movies do that, but no.
They gave us this. They gave us this dark ending, which again, like I said, I appreciate seeing that in movies. You don't see it often, but when you do, it's a nice touch. That's the one thing about this movie. That's the one thing about this movie.
I was like, yeah, but at the time, I'm just like, wait, so we went through all this. We went through 2 films, and she's just gonna die.
Hey, sometimes that happens in films. But I remember people in the cinema were like, "Oh shit!" when they saw this. That just made the hair on my arm stand up seeing that.
I'm like, and also that's the same ending that we got in the first film.
Well, no, he exploded out of a mirror on the first one.
That's pretty much the same film, the same ending we got from the first film.
Yeah, pretty much. The whole movie was like a copy and paste, but done in a
The whole movie was copy and paste.
Yeah, but again, like I said, because we didn't have Kevin Williamson involved, and you had this other writer involved that you saw listed on the screen that's just now. I don't think he was prepared or knew what the fuck he was doing. I could name a bunch of reasons why he probably didn't get the job done, but it is what it is, for better or for worse. This is what we got, and we're finally going to get this new one that's coming out, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm just going to see who's involved in the writing and directing of this new one. We'll get to that.
Well, folks, that is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And like I said, not as good as the first film, in my personal opinion. But I do enjoy Jennifer Love Hewitt. I liked Brandy's character. And yeah, some people are texting me saying, yeah, that ending had to be a nightmare. Yeah, it has to be for if Julie comes back and then that clearly had to be a nightmare.
Like I said, that was a question I wanted answered for years, and we got that answer on the trailer that we saw for this new one recently.
Yes, indeed. I just thought the whole plot device to get to the Bahamas, I just thought was convoluted. Didn't have to. It was too elaborate.
Yeah, like the setup was just so elaborate. That's the problem with it.
And it's a copy and paste movie of the first film, and the ending. I'm not the biggest fan of down endings. I really don't like that shit. Like, you put us through 90 minutes of horror and psychological torture, we kind of like need unless the movie called for it, but I don't know. But go ahead.
You go on. Well, I'm saying, like, I know we don't get it a lot often in movies, but when you do, sometimes it works and sometimes it's like, oh, okay. But like I said, for some reason, for me, I do kind of appreciate that when you see that in a film sometimes. Not all the time. You don't need it all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah, and Mekhi Phifer was hilarious. All he wanted to do was just smash Brandy, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't win.
Yeah, he died, didn't get the job done, man. That must have sucked.
Yes, indeed. But before we get to the movie news, I'll give you time. I will give you time to prepare for that. But we need to be reminded that there was a point in time where Julie James and Mekhi Phifer, more importantly Julie James, wanted to have premarital sex with Freddie Prinze Jr. and was thinking about it with Will for a second. So while Paul gets ready for the movie was ready, we're going to hear what Pastor Gino feels about women who wants to do premarital sex.
That's right. You so-called Christian-looking whores. That's it. Jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast implants, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute.
Amen.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful, beautiful.
Go ahead, go to church now. Go to church.
That's right.
Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe.
Amen.
Am I right, I said? Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Amen. Yes, sir. Wonderful.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
A man that's a real man don't want his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman?
Amen.
Or claim you's a Christian? Christian with skin-tight pants. Showing the very shape of your birth canal. Going to some church with the shape of your birth canal exposed in public and jeans all up the backside of your behind. Carrying a Bible.
That's right.
Going to church.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, for a religious person, he says some obscene shit, but there you go.
Talk to me.
Oh, fuck. All right.
All right,
it's comedy
Paul,
hour, guys, but
all right, Paul, go ahead and give us the movie news.
all right, we got some news here. I've just been fishing on Bloody Disgusting. I'm going to start with the obvious one that got posted about 3 hours ago, and this is about Scream 7. Now, as you guys know, me and James have been covering this one quite a bit. There's been a lot of issues surrounding the production of Scream 7. Like, for starters, the two characters from the recent two movies, they're not going to be in it. Neve Campbell's going to be back as Sidney Prescott. We know that Stu is coming back, and even some of the characters who are dead are somehow back. But hey, at least some of the fans got what they wanted by bringing Stu back. But anyway, this piece of news that I got here, it involves the timeline. Now, stop me if I'm wrong, James, but didn't they say a while back that the story was going to be 10 years after the events of Scream 6? Wasn't that what they said at one point?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Well, according to this news article, which I've just given you on StreamYard, they're saying it takes place approximately 2 years after Scream 6. So how does that fucking make sense if Sydney's got kids that are grown up? Or how's that going to happen? I'm going to read into this. All right. So, for the first time in franchise's history, Kevin Williamson will be directing Scream 7, and this is going to be coming out on the 27th of February, 2026, which, for folks who may not realize, any film that comes out around January or February is usually the graveyard shift for movie releases, because sometimes those movies don't do very well. But anyway, Neve Campbell is going to be back as Sidney Prescott, the character taking center stage in the upcoming 7th movie. She's going to be joined by David Arquette. Wait, David Arquette's up. He's fucking dead. How is he back in this?
Yeah, David Arquette is in this. Yeah, you're right.
He got killed though? Like, oh, whatever. Anyway,
here's what I think is going to happen, Paul. Here's what I think is going to happen. For some reason, I expect AI to be involved in this.
Yeah, because that seems to be the rage right now with everything these days. But anyway, Courtney Cox is going to be in it. Scott Foley, who is the killer in Scream 7. Matthew Litter's going to be back as Stu. Mason Gooden and Jasmine Savory Brown are all set to reprise their roles from the previous two installments. So what the hell is Scream 7 actually about, and how the hell are these characters going to be brought back? So we still don't have the answer to these questions yet, but we do know that one of the
I'm thinking. Again, this is just my prediction. I'm thinking there's probably going to be some
flashbacks.
It's probably going to be some flashbacks, or it could be a situation where Sydney is like thinking about those days back in the day, and we see flashback scenes of Dewey and Billy and all of them.
Yeah.
That's the only way that could make sense, because because like you said, they're all dead. Like, how can you bring them back when it makes sense? And to me, the only way it makes sense is using AI.
Might be the case. We know that Guy Busick is going to be writing the screenplay, who did the screenplay for 5 and 6. Now, it says here, for starters, he reveals that Scream 7 takes place 2 years after the events of Scream 6, and there's a really cool reason why the film ultimately became Sydney's story. Oh, okay. I'm reading. I'm going to keep reading. He says he's not going to give anything away about the reason, but it had to be a Sydney movie because there's a really cool reason, Busick tells. Okay, get to the point. In all these movies, you have to ask, why now? What is the thing Scream is commenting on now? Yeah, that's the thing. What is Scream going to be commenting on? Scream is always in the conversation with the audience when it comes to the state of movies, state of horror movies, and particular franchises. Well, yes, Scream's always had their finger on the pulse when it comes to that kind of thing. So he's saying there's a specific reason why Sydney's in this movie. He will say there is a reason, and we're happy that with how they cracked it, but they're not going to reveal why yet. So they're saying there's a big reason for this. So some of that stuff you might be right about, dude. Now I'm looking at some of the new cast members that's going to be in this. Newcomers here. 2 of these cast members, Castle O'Connor and McKenna Grace, who were in the recent Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, they're going to be in it. Sam Richner is going to be in this. Essa German, who was in The Boys. Anna Camp from Hysteria is in it. Isabel May, who was in 1983, she's in this. Mark Kalousalos and Ethan Embry from Devil's Candy's in it. And Joel McHale, who was in a slash movie called It's a Wonderful Knife, starring as Sydney's husband. So, no, Brian Dempsey's not going to be in this one. Mark Evans, Michael Rudolph, and Jimmy Tatro are going to be also starring in this movie as well. So that's some of the cast newcomers. So they're saying there's a interesting reason why the story is going to be unfolding, but he's keeping very, very tight-lipped on that. So, again, like I said, the whole production of this movie has been a mess, and they've had like a revolving door of directors and revolving door of cast members for reasons that we've already discussed that on previous videos. I know James has mentioned it on previous videos as well. So, I'm intrigued. I'm interested, but I'm also cautious about what they could be doing here. Chaz here is saying that maybe Kevin Williamson's going to be doing something similar to what Wes Craven did with New Nightmare.
You know what? You know what? That could be another. That could be another reason. That could be. You know what? That could work.
I could see that happening too.
That could honestly work, because here's the thing. because again, what if I said what? Remember my idea for Halloween?
Yep, I remember it.
Okay, so for those who have not seen New Nightmare, pretty much what the story is just that it's about Heather Langenkamp, who plays Heather Langenkamp, and all the returning characters from the previous Nightmare on Elm Street films, and like in a somewhat real life sense, but the entity of Freddy is coming after Heather Langenkamp. So again, you could do the 13 fanboy thing, where you have Neve Campbell, but then you have this crazy obsessed Scream fan, who becomes so obsessed, tries to kill off the cast one by one. You could do that. I said that should have been my idea for that would be my next idea for Halloween. Yeah, you could do that.
Maybe that's what they're going to do with this Scream movie. That could be the reason why. We're not going to know until we see a trailer.
That's the only way it can make sense of. That's the only way it can make sense of bringing all these people back.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that may be the reason behind it, because if they're all back like that, that could be it. So you might be onto something there, James. That could be the case.
Well,
But again,
Chaz came up with it, said it first.
Yeah. Chaz said it too as well. Yeah, I mean, if we're all thinking the same thing when it comes to this, then that could be very well the case here. Well, we're gonna have to wait until the trailer drops. We know the movie's gonna be dropping in February, so I'm guessing they're probably gonna drop a trailer probably around either at Comic-Con or Halloween, because we know the film has finished filming. So they're currently in post-production with it right now. So we'll probably see something before this year is over at least. We don't know yet. So I would say, guys, keep an eye on this one. All right, next bit of news here. This involves more news involving the upcoming Toxic Avenger movie, which is being released pretty soon. So according to this, Malcolm Blair's Toxic Avenger is going to be getting some major international distribution. So it's not just going to be released in the US, guys. This movie is going to be getting a massive cinema release pretty much everywhere. And it's not surprising, because the studio that is releasing it is Cineverse, which is the same studio that brought the Terrifier movies to the cinema run. And they're also going to be bringing out films like the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. They're also going to be the same studio that's bringing back Wolf Creek. And they're also the same studio that's bringing back the new Silent Hill movie, which is all going to be out later this year. So anyway, this is what I know so far. This is for anybody that's watching this podcast worldwide. I can tell you right now, the movie's going to be released in Australia and New Zealand through Umbrella Entertainment. Commonwealth of Independent States and Israel is going to be released by Golem Films. Germany and Australia is going to be releasing it through Wild Bunch. Greece is from the Film Group. Italy is Eagle Pictures. Japan is Nicosia Corporation. Middle East will be Plot Pictures. Philippines is going to have it through Pioneer Films. Poland is going to be Vision Films. Scandinavia is from Nonstop Entertainment. South Africa is from Empire Entertainment. Spain's going to get it through Vertical Films. And from the UK, it's going to be from Signature Entertainment, which is the same people who brought out the Terrifier trilogy. Now, for anybody who's never even fucking heard of the Toxic Avenger, I know I've been talking to James about it a few times. It's basically it's a reboot of a B-movie schlock horror comedy that was made by a studio called Trauma Films. Now, if you don't know who Trauma Films are, they're known for doing like independent, like over-the-top B-movies, like movies like Trauma's War, Class of Nukem High, Sergeant Kabuki Man. Toxic Avenger is obviously their most famous character and their mascot. There's been 4 movies in the series. The last one came out, I think, was back in 1999, I think. But the one thing I'll say, if you guys have never seen these kind of movies, don't expect there to be like a very intelligent plot or polished acting. I think this is like straight up B movie, over the top, unapologetic schlock type stuff. But it's very fun to watch if you can handle the kind of fucked up humor that the movie brings out. Because the movie, like I said, the movie was very unapologetic. Any movie they did is like that. So at some point, because I'm pretty sure James has probably never seen a Trauma movie, so at some point I'm gonna have to introduce him to some of these Trauma films that I've mentioned. Probably starting with that one with the original Toxic Avenger at some point, at least before the new one drops, which will be released on the 29th of August. Now, this new movie, the story's a little bit different in terms of the character. But the guy who's playing the Toxic Avenger is actually Peter Dinklage, the guy that was in Game of Thrones. He's basically a downtrodden janitor who's exposed to a catastrophic toxic incident, transforming him into this like mutant vigilante, and that's where things get crazy from there. This new movie will also star Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, Jacob Tremblay, Julia Davis, and Taylor Page. And these are some heavy-hitter names. I mean, think about it. Peter Dinklage was in Game of Thrones. Kevin Bacon, as you guys know, his films like Friday the 13th and Tremors and all that. Elijah Wood, best known for the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Jacob Tremblay was in Doctor Sleep. Julia Davis was in Phantom Thread. And Taylor Page was in the recent Beverly Hills Cop movie. So this is a pretty solid cast. But yeah, they've been trying to get this movie out for about 2 years, because originally Legendary Pictures were not going to release it. They felt the film was unmarketable because at the time, folks, over-the-top, fucking crazy, balls to the wall, unrated movies. They felt there was never a box office market. Well, that changed when Terrifier 3 came out and clocked out 100 million. Now, Cineverse has become that studio where they're like, you know what? You're not going to release it? Give us the movie. We'll release it, fully unrated, cinema run and everything. So I got to give them props for that. So yeah, that's going to be dropping on the 29th of August. If you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely do it. But for anyone who's unfamiliar with those trauma movies and Toxic Avenger, I'd advise you guys to at least watch the first movie and the sequels if you want. I think they're on Amazon Prime and Shudder. I know they're definitely on Shudder over here in the UK. We got a new horror movie here called The Home. The trailer just got released recently. It is a new movie that's being directed by the guy who did the Purge movies. It's a brand new movie starring Saturday Night Live's Aluminum Pete Davidson. This is going to be released by Lionsgate and Roadside Attractions. They have announced today that Home will be released on the 25th of July, 2025. Wait a minute, 25th of July. That's a week after the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie comes out. So a little bit of competition right there. It's a horror thriller that's created by the guy who did The Purge. A rebellious 20-something is sentenced to a community service at a quiet retirement home. The residents of the fourth floor are strictly off limits, said to require special care. As suspicion grows and she digs deeper, he uncovers a chilling secret that puts both the residents and the lives of their own in grave danger. That kind of reminds me of another movie I saw on Netflix called Old People, which you had these old people in this retirement home and they were like fucking homicidal at some point, like some kind of outbreak thing. I'm going to have to revisit that one again. I'm going to put that link for you guys, and I'm going to put it in James here on StreamYard so we can have a little look at this as well. I'm going to put it on StreamYard. I'm going to put it in the chat box for you guys to have a look at as well. That's if it pops up on here. If you guys can see that, just click on that link there. Right.
I don't.
What?
Anytime I hear the name Pete Davidson, I'm just like, not this guy.
I'm not familiar with his work.
He's another one of those guys where I'm just like, yo, again, Paul. I'm just like, why is guys like him getting work and Paul, you're sitting at home? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know either, dude. I mean, like I said, recently I tried to audition for a TV advert. Well, I actually put my name forward to try and take part in an audition. It was a TV commercial that was being directed by Taika Waititi, but unfortunately, I never got a call back. And I didn't even got ahead. I didn't even had a chance to start. I just got ghosted, man. And that's been happening quite a lot. I mean, like some of the stuff I've been seeing when it comes to getting cast, and one of the things that doesn't happen is that a lot of it says local hire only. So most of it's in London, and I live in Plymouth, which is like 200 miles away. So because it's local hire, I can't apply for it, even though the role would be ideal for me. I remember one time I tried for one, and even though I won the audition fair and square, but because I was based in Plymouth, and I said, look, I can get a hotel there, I can travel there, it's not a problem. They were like, nah, sorry, can't have it. Even though I successfully got the audition, I was like, fuck. So yeah, I see the point you were trying to point out there. Like, how does guys like that get the role, and guys like me who busted my ass to, graduate? I got a degree in acting 2 years ago, and I'm still in purgatory. You know what I mean? It sucks, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Anyway, moving on.
To answer your question, Chaz, yes, I love Tales from the Crypt. Great show.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt is an excellent show. I even like those two movies they did as well, Demon Knight and Bordello with Blood. I thought they were cool too. I hadn't seen that fucking film in a while.
Demon Knight was really good.
Yeah.
Bordello, that's one with Bill.
Yeah, Corey Feldman in it as well.
Yeah, but
Billy Zane was in Demon Knight.
Billy Zane was a Demon Knight, but who was the lead? I used to know his name.
I'd have to type it in. Hang on.
Dennis Miller. Yeah, Dennis Miller.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another movie here. Now, I just saw this movie trailer earlier this morning. A friend told me about this movie. I saw the trailer for it. It looks fucking insane, dude. This is a new movie called Jimmy and Stiggs. The trailer was released for it. This is a new movie that's being directed by by Joe Begos, and he's done films like Bliss, VFW, Christmas Bloody Christmas. He's known for doing like 80s style B-movie gore fest horror movies that are batshit crazy, but he definitely has a niche audience. Well, this new movie that's coming out is actually being produced by Eli Roth as well. So you put these two names together, it's gonna look. It looks fucking crazy. I will say that it's gonna be dropping on the 15th of August. I think it'll land on Shudder. I'm gonna give you guys the link. I think I sent you the trailer for this on your chat box as well, James. But I'll put it in StreamYard as well. There you go. For you guys that are interested in seeing this one, there's a link. Oh, speaking of movie trailers, did you see a movie trailer for this film that came out recently called The Long Walk?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude. That is it's a dystopian type movie. It's based on a book that came out by Stephen King back in 1974. And it's being directed by the guy who did the Hunger Game films, Francis Lawrence. Mark Hamill's in this as well. I'll basically tell you the story. From what I'm seeing on the trailer, you got a group of these young people, and they're taking part in this competition, and they just basically got to walk. Yeah, just walk. That's all you got to do. Just do some long walking. But here's the problem, right? If you slow down, if you try to stop to tie your shoelace, or if your leg cramps up, or you're having a seizure or whatever, if you stop for any fucking reason, these soldiers that are surrounding you are going to put a bullet in your fucking head. And you basically got to keep walking until there's only one person standing. That's it. What do you think of that?
Sounds like some Squid Game shit.
Well, like I said, it's directed by the guy who did The Hunger Games as well, and it's based on a Stephen King dystopian novel. That's going to be dropping in September. And speaking of other Stephen King films, come November, we're going to have a remake of The Running Man. That's going to be dropping in November. That's being directed by...
What?
Yes, there is a remake of The Running Man. But listen, I was talking to Philip about this one. This one is a lot more closer to the book. You see, the film, the only similarity it has to it is the game show concept and the name. But these two films, the film and the book, is very fucking different from each other. Okay? Let me explain a little bit as best I can if I remember. In this new film, which is more closer to the book, you got Ben Richards in there, but he's being played by Glenn Powell. This version of The Running Man is basically goes like this. You got these contestants, and they're basically traveling around the globe to stay alive. They're being pursued by stalkers, right? People trying to kill them. But they have to like try and survive as well. So like if a cop's trying to stop them, you got to shoot them and get them out of the way. So it's like they got to keep moving no matter what. But they have to report in on a video feed to let them know that they're still playing the game. If they fail to report back that they're still playing, then all the wanted lists that they have on the database, they're gonna basically that's on their head for the rest of their life, and they're gonna be stalked no matter what. If they survive the amount of time they need to survive, they will win the prize money. So that's where it's very different this time. And the reason behind Ben Richards taking part in this one, not because he got convicted or anything like that, it's because he's trying to get money to save someone he cares about. And that's why he's entered this game. That's what Philip told me what it's like on the book. And yes, Chaz, it's being directed by Edgar Wright. That's the same guy who did Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and that Last Night in Soho, that psychological movie. So yeah, that's coming out in November, dude. But like I said, that version of The Running Man is more, I guess you could say, closer to the book than what the film is. I'm just going to pull up the name of who's involved in the cast as well, so you can find out who else is in it. I know Glenn Powell's going to be playing Ben Richards, but let me see who else is going to be in this. And I'm going to send you the Wikipedia as well, James, so you can have a little read. Give me a second. But yeah, it is true, man. I've known about this one for a while. I think I remember telling you about it when we were watching Screamers a few years back. Yeah, Last Night in Soho. That was the one I was talking about, DJ. So yeah, here's who's in the cast. We know, right? Like I said, Glenn Powell's Ben Richards. Josh Brolin is playing Dan Killian, but Killian's not the host. He's a show producer. Evan McCall is a hunter. Sheila Richards is Ben's wife. That's played by Jamie Lawson. Wait, Jamie Lawson. I've known that name. Yeah. Lee Pace is going to be Evan McCall. William H. Macy is in this movie as a man who assists Ben Richards. That's what it says in the thing. As far as the host goes, Bobby Thompson who's the host of The Running Man, is being played by Coleman Domenico. What did you do? Oh, he was that guy that played Victor Strauss in the Fear of the Walking Dead. I think he was in that. I think he was in that recent Candyman movie as well. Well, that movie's going to be dropping on the 7th of November. If anyone is interested, I might go see it. I want to see a trailer first before any of that happens. James, I don't know how he feels about that because, I mean, let's face it, guys. We all grew up watching the original movie. We knew it was based on a Stephen King book, but I didn't realize how different the book and the film was until Philip told me. So, all right, James, how do you feel about this? I know you're gonna say about remakes, but go ahead.
I'm just gonna remain quiet on this one, and I'm just gonna say we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, next bit of news. What have I got? I'm just like skimming this right now. Now, there's talk here about John Cena wanting to be in a horror movie. How do you feel about that?
You know what? It could be interesting.
Let me read this. Hold on.
It could be interesting. You know, I could see John Cena as like a stepfather type of role.
That could another remake of Stepfather. He could play that. Yeah.
I could see him in a stepfather type of role. He looks like a stepfather nowadays.
He does, funny enough. Yeah. Well, yeah, Thor Johnson, Roddy Piper, Jesse Ventura, Bill Goldberg, CM Punk, many wrestlers over the years have made the leap into horror movies and stuff like that. So John Cena could be next. According to a 30-minute Q&A at a fan expo in Philadelphia, because he was talking about his retirement tour that's coming up, somebody asked him, would you want to be a villain, or would you be a civilian being killed? And he said he would like to. He's never been in a horror movie, but he would like to be in a horror movie, whichever one that will be. So that'll be interesting to see if he is in a horror movie. Like you said, he could end up being like in like a Stepfather remake.
Or he could be he could just be a cop.
Could be a cop, or he could be a killer. I don't know. Possibilities are endless. So it doesn't say what he's going to be involved in, but it's just saying.
I don't know about him being a killer, man. If his killer persona is anything like his heel run right now, not interested.
Yeah, you got a point there. But right now, he's currently getting ready to release season 2 of Peacemaker, which is going to be dropping in August. I haven't seen the trailer for that yet.
Let's go! I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, I actually believe it. You're the one that talked me into the idea of watching it, because you remember I was on the fence about it for a long time.
I'm telling you that this is Cena's best. This is his best shit.
Yeah, and after seeing that, I was just like, "Oh, cool, okay." What's this? The franchise goes western. Once upon a time in Amityville. Oh, fuck off. I'm not moving on. We got some Guillermo del Toro news here. You might like this. So Guillermo is teasing a trailer premiere for his take on the legendary monster Frankenstein. I've been hearing a lot of talk about him doing a Frankenstein movie. So this is going to be at the Netflix Tandem, which will take place at the end of May, which was, ironically enough, this Saturday coming up at 5 p.m. So if you guys got Netflix, you might want to watch that, because there's going to be a whole heap of trailers dropping. But yeah, it seems like we're going to be getting a trailer for his new Frankenstein movie, which is going to be coming out. No release date confirmed as of yet, but Oscar Isaacs is going to be playing the mad scientist. Jacob Eldroyd is going to be Frankenstein. Christopher Waltz is in it. Hey, even Mia Goth's going to be in this one too. And it looks like this Frankenstein movie is going to be released only on Netflix November this year. But we are going to be seeing a trailer at some point. Well, as far as Frankenstein movies go, I will say the last Frankenstein movie I enjoyed was definitely that one that Robert De Niro was in. That one that came out 30 years ago. That was a good Frankenstein movie. So, but with Guillermo del Toro involved in doing this, the way he tells his stories and the visual approach and style that he puts to his movies. I mean, look what he did with Mimic. Look what he did with Blade 2. Look what he did with the Hellboy movies. So I got a feeling he could probably do a pretty solid Frankenstein movie. I mean, what do you think?
Actually, I think the last Frankenstein movie we got was like back in like what was the last Frankenstein movie we've had?
The one that I remember. There was others that came after it, but the last one I remember watching was the one that came out in the 90s.
Yeah, since the '90s. So yeah, so enough time has passed for us to get a new Frankenstein film. So I don't I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? We got a vampire movie. Okay, what's this? Some movie here called Boogieville, which is like a road vampire movie.
I've been
Okay.
noticing a little bit. I've been noticing a bit of a resurgence with vampire films.
Yeah, I've been seeing quite a bunch of them too. So from Magnificent Films and Silent D Pictures, Sean Connery's Boogieville is sinking its teeth into VOD outlets on the 3rd of June. They just showed an opening scene of the movie just to get our appetites whetted. Let me see what it says about the story. So in the film, a young couple run across an American trailer park and are convinced to stay by a sinister caretaker, Crawford, but they soon learn that the fact that the guardian of the residents of Boogieville themselves are a pack of bloodthirsty vampires. It's Indonesian film star Afrin Pronto, who's in the Raid movie, is going to be in it. Lucy Louisville Anderson, who was in Villain, is going to be starring in this too. Sean Connery is going to be the lead vampire, Madison. Sharina Taylor from Solitary is going to be in it. Poppy Jean Hughes from Our Kids in it. Daniel P. Lewis. Aaron Lee Poots from The Crown's in it. Kate Sheridan's in it. Who directed this? He wrote the screenplay. Henry P. Garnville also wrote the screenplay. I haven't looked at the trailer yet. I'm going to have a look at this when we get off the air. But here's the link for anybody that wants to see the trailer. I'm putting it in the chat box, and I'm putting it in StreamYard for James to have a look at, because I'm kind of feeling he might be interested in this as well. But yeah, there has been a resurgence in vampire movies, and I think part of that is to do with that recent one that came out not too long ago called Sinners. And yeah, James, I did see, because it was very cheap to rent on Amazon Prime. I did see that recent Salem's Lot film that came out not too long ago. And
how was it?
It was not bad. I mean, it's not like a needle mover or anything like that, but it was not a bad vampire movie. I mean, if they had it as a TV show, you could probably would have fleshed out a lot more to it, but because it was a feature film, you can only put so much into it. But in terms of the visual approach, its atmosphere, and what they were trying to do storyline wise, I thought it was okay. I mean, I would say definitely check it out and then see what you think of it. For me, I was kind of like, it was good. I've seen better, but it was not a bad vampire movie. You'd have to check it out yourself, man, and then let me know what you think. Or maybe add it as a future episode or something. I don't know. But it was definitely a good film. It has its flaws, but it was all right. Just seeing if there's any more news. I'm literally fishing right down to the bottom of Bloody Disgusting, because that's where I'm finding pretty much everything right now. Yeah, Near Dark's going to be available to watch on digital platforms right now, and it also has an alternative opening scene. Interesting. I still have yet to watch Until Dawn. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but we'll see. No, that's all I can find right. Oh, what's this? The Creep. Shudder picks up remake. Oh, son of a bitch! No fucking way! I remember this movie. Fuck. Dude, James, have you ever seen a movie that came out back in? It's a British horror movie. It came out back in 2004 called Creep.
I've heard of Creep.
Yeah, the one where that woman's trapped in that subway tunnel. You got that humanoid mutant thing stalking her. The one that had Franco Pontinet in it. Well, check this out. Shudder are doing a reboot of Creep. Not a lot of people talk about that movie. Dude, guys, if you've never seen that movie, Creep, I fucking advise you to check it out. I remember seeing it in the cinema when it came out 20 years ago. It was directed by Christopher Smith, who went on to do films like Severance and Triangle. I don't know if you've ever seen Triangle. But yeah, I'm going to read this. Here we go. So, and interestingly enough, the guy who directed the original movie is back on board to do this new version of it. Okay, let me read this. So, according to Deadline reports that this morning, Shudder has picked up the film for U.S. release, which means it will probably get a UK release here as well. Jasmine Jobson from Top Boy stars in Christopher Smith's remake as Chloe, a struggling artist forced to return to her criminal past. Deadline details that Andy Neyman, Wicked, is Dave, a captive who is well versed in Creep's nefarious behavior. UK rapper Aldrich also joins the cast and his acting debut as Nada G, a famous rapper with a sharp wit and natural survival instincts. Deadline details set in London in iconic shadowy underground subway tunnels. And yeah, if you guys don't know, London tunnels, there are a couple of tunnels that are closed. Like the ones you get in New York, and they are creepy as shit. Around a malevolent figure that creeps and unleashes fresh terror on unsuspecting tube passengers in London. Filming kicks off this fall with a planned 2026 release. I'm going to contact my casting agency and see if there's any auditions for it. I'm going to see if I can jump on that, even as an extra. I don't care. I'll see if I can do that. But yeah, dude, I remember seeing that original movie years ago. Guys, if you've never seen that original movie, yes, Chaz, that movie, Creep. Yeah, they're doing a fucking remake of it. There's a link there in the chat. I remember that movie years ago. James, if you've not seen that, you need to watch that movie. If you like slow burning, dread-filled suspense horror movies, you're going to fucking love that one. It is a good film. Not a lot of people talk about that one. I'm actually glad that somebody's actually decided to do like a reboot of it, but it looks like they're gonna switch it around a little bit too. And with the original director back on board, I think it could work. I think that'll work. I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for that one. So 2026 release on Shudder. Yeah, bring it on. That's what I say there. Bring it the fuck on. I think that's all the news I've got right now. Hang on. Yeah, that's it for now, guys. That's all the news I can find so far in Blade of Disgusting that catches my eye. There'll probably be some more later on in the week.
All right. Of course, good stuff. Good stuff from you, Paul. And we're gonna take another quick intermission, and then we're going to tell you guys our picks for next week. So let's hear what Chucky had to eat today.
Collard greens, green bean, cheese and potato, neck bone, grits, rice, casserole, butter beans, black eyed peas, chicken nugget, and deer meat, chili fries, apple pies, and chicken thighs, sweet peas, dressing, ham hocks, and turkey necks, breadsticks, hog head, cheese, liverwurst, and bologna, Krabby Patties, roll noodles, hot links, and Kool-Aid, sugar bread.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Hey man, reading stop.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. But but as far as next week for episode 112 of Primetime Gorehounds, we are going to go back. We're not going back, but we're going to the first film of this particular franchise I have a love-hate relationship with. But I did enjoy this very first film. I really enjoyed the second film. The third film is franchise where the franchise just completely lost me, and I just couldn't anymore with this. I was like, okay, this shit's getting too complicated now. But
yep.
This movie came out. It's like 21 years now, so we go back and watch a film I really enjoyed. One of the greatest plot twists, I believe, in horror history, and that is the original Saw. 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 Paul, where are you at? Can you still hear me? Am I good, guys? Paul was having technical difficulties. Okay, I thought it was me for a second. But yeah, we're gonna be watching the first Saw movie, which I thought was a really, really, really good film. Okay, I'm good. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, Paul's device must be having difficulties, so I'll give Paul a second here before we conclude episode. Oh, his internet went down. Oh, okay. All right, that's no problem. I'll give you a minute there, Paul. See if you get it back up. If not, then don't worry about it. But really quick, you guys have favorite moments from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? What was your favorite character? What's your favorite scene? Who would you rather choose out of the three girls? That's a real good question for the people that's watching. Out of the three girls, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Brandy, or Jennifer Esposito, who y'all taking? Me, it's gonna. That's a tough one. I would go Brandy, then Jennifer Love Hewitt, then Jennifer Esposito. That'd be my list. Actually, you know what, Paul? Don't worry about it. I can just end it off here. You can just do your reveal at the next show. Don't worry about it. But yeah. We'll just go ahead and end it there. Y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us for another edition of the Primetime Gorehounds. I am Primetime James Thomas here with the Gorehound, Paul Burt. Damn internet kicked them out, but that's all good. It was still a fun show. We will see you guys next week for episode 112. Julie was my favorite. I can see that. I was more into Michelle Gellar at the time because Buffy was my girl. But yeah, we'll see. Wait, hang on. It's all good, Paul. All right, so yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and end it there. So again, I'm Primetime with the Gorehound self, Paul Birds. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 112 of the Primetime Gorehounds. We'll see you guys next week for Saw. and have yourselves a great weekend. Enjoy the weather, and we will see you guys later. Hit that like, subscribe button, share the video, donate to the Cash App PrimePod313. We're getting donation fairly be appreciated, and we are out. Peace.